Okay. So we go to the last part of this chapter, in which we will study how we will be able to come up with a transfer function for an electromechanical system. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin may electromechanical system, um, we mainly deal with a motor. Okay? So, a motor is an electromechanical component that yields a displacement output for a voltage input. So, ang output natin is displacement. Okay? Ang input natin is voltage. Okay? So, we take note of this block. Okay? So, theta M represents the output, okay, of the motor in terms of angular displacement, and TA represents the voltage applied to the armature of your motor. Okay? Although there are also instances na instead na um, angular displacement yung ating magiging output, we will actually be dealing with um, the angular velocity. Okay? So, pwede rin angular velocity maging output natin. Okay? So, in here, may explanation dito. Okay? From here hanggang hanggang dito sa dulo. Okay? May explanation din kung paano yung modeling na ginawa. Okay? I would like you to study this is how this is model. Okay? So pag-aralan niyo mabuti kung paano siya minodel. Okay? Pero in any case, ang ang mga pertinent points nung modeling natin is modeling steps natin is that first it took note of the electrical part. Okay? Itong electrical part. Okay? Tapos meron dito isang part that related yung electrical quantity, balik current ito sa mechanical output niya, which is torque. Okay? So ayun. Then consider din sa model yung loading. Okay? Yung loading, kung paano naka-load yung motor niyo. Okay? So equation 2.19 would actually give us the model, okay, of the transfer function of your motor with loading. Okay? So, ang importante dito na matandaan natin is that meron tayong apat na constants that needs to be defined in order to be able to come up with a complete model. Okay? So, yung apat na yon, dalawa doon are electrical constants at dalawa doon mechanical constants. So, ano yung electrical constants natin? So, yung electrical constants natin is the ratio, number one is the ratio KT, okay, over RA. So, we'll take it as a ratio na. Okay. So, yung KT is the torque constant, okay, while RA is the armature resistance. Okay. So, yun yung isang electrical constant. The other electrical constant na meron tayo is yung KB, okay, which is the back EMF constant. Okay. So, I hope na alam nyo kung ano yung role na piniplay nito dun sa modeling part natin, dun sa minodel natin. Okay. And then, so those are the electrical constants. While the mechanical constants are yung may kinalaman naman sa loading. So yung JM, yung equivalent motor loading, equivalent motor moment of inertia na nakaload sa motor, at saka yung DN, yung um, equivalent damping. Okay? So, ang objective natin is to actually obtain this. Okay? Obtain this for um, constants. Okay? So, unahin natin yung JM tsaka GM. Okay? So, if this is an example of a motor loading. Okay? So, ito yung motor na merong significant moment of inertia at saka damping yung mismong motor. Okay? Tapos, naka-couple yung load dun sa gear, using gears. Okay? Tapos, meron kang JL tsaka DL. then we will be able to get Jn if we reflect Jl papunta dito. Okay, at saka yung DL papunta dito. Okay, so basically that yung pagkuha ng Jn tsaka Dn as constant involves reflecting your load dun sa motor kapag dumadaan sila ng gear. Okay, so those are Jn and Dn. Yung electrical constants naman can be obtained through a dynamometer test na motor. Okay, so ang magiging output ng dynamometer test, okay, is usually expressed in terms of a line, okay, or of a torque speed curve na tinatawag. Okay, so yung torque speed curve na yan, which is basically or essentially a line, depicts kung paano nagbabago yung torque, okay, ng motor, okay, in terms ng speed ng motor, okay, at a given voltage. Okay, now itong torque speed curve na to is usually provided sa mga specification sheets ng motor natin. Okay, although in some specification sheets na na-observe ko, minsan baliktad dyan. Okay, pero in any case, ang ibig sabihin ng baliktad is instead na Tm yung independent variable, yung omega m ang independent variable, tapos Tm yung dependent. Okay, but in any case, it would look something like this pa rin. Okay, so since yung torque speed curve nyo is actually a line, okay, ang general equation yan is this one. Okay, so it's actually a line with a negative with a negatives 2. Okay, tapos ito yung y-intercept niya. Okay, so yung y-intercept nung line na yun, okay, the y-intercept of that line is called the stall torque. Okay, so galing sa general form ng general equations ng line. Alam natin na ito yung y-intercept ng halo. Okay, so ito yung formula natin para sa stall torque. Okay, so then yung x-intercept naman niya is the no load speed. Ito yung magiging x-intercept niya. Okay, and is obtained by setting omega m to 0. Okay, kaya ang tawag sa kanya no load speed kasi para makuha mo yung x-intercept, isa-set mo yung omega, yung speed to 0. So that's why we call this the no load speed. Okay, and then we will solve for ayun, yung no load speed ngayon is ito. Sorry, hindi pala yung itong set mo sa 0 yung Tm, sorry. Isi-0 mo pala yung Tm. Okay, sorry. Isi-0 mo yung Tm, asahan natin yung speed. Kaya ang tawag sa kanya, no load speed. So, since wala kang load, dahil nga siniro mo itong torque, okay, you would have now the no load speed. And then you would solve for omega m. So, yung omega m ngayon, at that condition, would be your no load speed. Okay, so we have the following. Para mahanap nyo yung Kp over Ra, you use T-stall over Ea. Tapos para mahanap nyo yung Kb, you use Ta over the no load speed. Okay. So sabi ko nga ito yung plot ng dynamometer test. Andito yung T-stall, yung y-intercept, tapos andito yung no load speed. Okay. Now, you could have different values for or different curves for the torque speed curve. Okay, depende sa value ng EA. Okay? Or ng applied voltage when the test was done. Okay? So, mga important formulas natin, una ito. Okay? Then, ito. Tapos, ito. Okay? Although ito, tatandaan lang natin na ito, hindi to fix. Depende siya sa loading ng motor natin. Okay? Now, as a general, as also as an observation, you would be able to observe na yung ating motor generally has this form of your transfer function. Constant, basically constant kasi ito. Basically constant siya. Over S, okay, times S plus alpha. So yung alpha na yan is this constant. Okay. So generally, ito yung form ng ng transfer function ng iyong electromechanical system. So, in the future, kapag makakita tayo ng ganitong transfer function, ganito yung form ng transfer function niya, you may think of that component as a motor or as an electromechanical system. Okay? So, let us work on the following example. Okay. So, given na meron tayong system, okay, we have this system, okay, and this torque speed curve, okay, let us find the transfer function, theta L over EA. Okay, take note, ang hanapin natin is theta L over EA. Okay, so, first thing, tandaan natin na kung ito yung motor natin, okay, kung ito yung motor natin, meron tayong transfer function na theta M over EA. Okay. As KT over RA times 1 over JM divided by S times S plus 1 over JM times DM plus KT over RA times KB. Yeah. Okay. So this will be your transfer function. But take note that this is theta M. Okay. So ayan. Okay. So gawin mo natin, hanapin mo natin yung mga electrical constants. Okay. So we start with KT over RA. Okay. So your KT over RA is basically T stall over TA. Okay. So yung T stall natin, okay, yung T stall natin is basically yung yung y-intercept ito. Okay, yung y-intercept natin tapos yung EA natin ito. So that's 500 over 100. So this is 500 Newton meter divided by 100 volts. So ngayon, ang T stall natin is basically 5 Newton meter per volt. Okay. So 500 over 100. So this is 5 Newton meter per volt. That is your kV over RA. Yung kV nyo naman is basically EA divided by the no load speed. Okay. So yung no load speed nyo is yung x-intercept ng torque speed curve nyo. Okay. So ang EA natin is 100 volts divided by 50 radian per second. Okay. So ang magiging kV natin is basically 2 volt second per radian. Okay. So yun yung electrical constants natin. These are your electrical constants. Okay. So then we proceed now with finding the mechanical constant. Okay. So yung Jn natin, okay, yung Jn natin is obtained by reflecting this. Okay, i-reflect natin itong load papunta dun sa motor ninyo. Okay, so i-reflect natin siya papunta dun sa motor ninyo. Okay, so ngayon, ang magiging Jn natin is basically 5. Yung 5 kilogram meter square is ito. Okay, yung mismong moment of inertia ng motor. Okay, so 5 plus yung reflected na load, okay, which is 700 times destination over source. So this is 1 over 10 squared. Okay, so that would be, this is basically 1 over 100. So 700 divided by 100, that is 7. So 5 plus 7, that should give you 12 kilogram meter square as your Gm. Okay, yan yung magiging Gm natin. Okay, yung Dm naman, ganun din. I-reflect natin si DL papunta dito sa motor. Okay, so basically we have 2. Okay, yung 2 na yan, ito yung damping mismo ng motor. Okay, plus 800 times 1 over 10 square. Okay, so this is 800 divided by 100 is 8 plus 2. That should give you 10. Okay, Newton meter second per radian. Okay, so now we have the following electrical constants. Okay, ito yung electrical constants natin. Ito yung mechanical constants natin. Okay? So, now, we are now ready to find, or we are now ready to substitute this dito. Okay, dito. So, we will have theta n s divided by EAS equals KT over RA. So, ang KT over RA natin is basically 5. So, this is 5 times 1 over JN. So, that's 1 over 12. Okay, divided by S times S plus 1 over JN. Okay, so this is 1 over 12 times TN. So, that is 10 plus KT over RA. So, that should give you 5 times KB. So, ang KB natin is basically 2. Basically 2. Yeah. Okay, so this is 10 plus 5 times 2. Okay, so this is 5 over 12. Mamaya tayo mag-simplify. Over S times S plus this is 20 over 12 or 10 over 6 or 5 over 3. Tama? This is 5 over 3. Okay? So, ayan. Kaya lang, this is theta n s over EAS. Ang pinapahanap sa atin is basically, theta L. Theta L over EA ang pinapahanap sa atin. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is, hahanap tayo ng expression in terms ng ng theta n in terms ng theta L para may papalit natin siya dito. Okay? So, in that case, so recall sa previous discussion natin na in terms of relationship between theta n and theta L. Okay. Recall na na inversely proportional sila. Okay. So in that case, kung inversely proportional sila, yung theta m, okay, over theta L natin, okay, is equal to, okay, NL, yung number of teeth dun sa load side, divided by yung number of teeth dun sa motor side. Okay. So, ito tatandaan nyo, kapag inversely proportional, hindi magkatapat yung parehong yung number of teeth, hindi niya katapat yung displacement niya. Okay. Pag inversely proportional, kapag directly proportional, katulad ng torque, yung Tm, okay, over TL, okay, equals Nm over NL. Yan kapag directly proportional. So, pag inversely proportional, hindi niya katapat sa kabilang ratio yung number of teeth niya. Okay, yung number of teeth ng corresponding shaft. Okay, pero kapag pagka directly proportional, katapat niya. Okay, so in this case, we have this. Okay, so in that case, okay, pwede natin isulat na theta n, okay, over theta L equals yung number of teeth sa load side, which is 1,000. Tapos yung number of teeth sa motor side, so which is 100. Okay. So from there, we can say na yung theta n natin is basically 10 times theta f. Okay. So, ayan. Now, ang gagawin natin ngayon is ito. Okay, itong expression na to, ipapalit natin siya dito. Okay. So, we will have now the following. We will have the following. So, we have 10 theta L divided by theta LS divided by EAS equals 5 over 12 divided by S times S plus 5 over 3. Okay? For solving this for theta L over EAS, so that gives you your G of S, involves dividing everything by 10. Okay, so you would now have yung GS natin, which is theta LS over EAS, okay, equals, bali divide by 20, no? So 5 over, by 10 pala, no? So 5 over 120 divided by S times S plus 5 over 3. Or basically, pag ito, ginawa niyong decimal, magiging ganito siya. Okay? So, ayan. So, that's how we obtain yung transfer function para sa ganitong problem. Okay? So, that's how we solve this problem. Now, another example here is this one. Okay. So, this time, hindi niya given yung torque speed curve as a graph, but rather, binigay niya as an equation. Okay. So, para mapakita natin kung paano mag-a-apply yung Okay. Tapos, medyo mas, gumamit siya ng gear train para sa kanyang loading. Okay. So, let's solve this one. So, again, yung transfer function natin, theta m ms over EAS is basically KT over RA times 1 over JM divided by S times S plus 1 over JM times TM, okay, plus KT over RA times KB. Okay? So, ayan. But take note, ang pinapakuha sa atin ay theta L over EA ulit. Okay, so i-take note natin yan later on. Okay, so kunin mo natin yung mga electrical constants. Okay, so basically, sabi niya, ang ating torque speed curve is given by the equation Tm equals negative 8 omega m plus 200. Okay, so obviously, ito yung y-intercept. Okay, so ito yung y-intercept. Yan din yung pistol. Okay, so therefore from there, we can compute KT over RA as 200. Okay, 200 Newton meter divided by yung EA. Given ang EA natin is 100 volts. Ito. Okay, so this is your EA. So you have 200 Newton meter divided by 100 volts. 100 volts. So this is 2 Newton meter per volt. Okay, that's your KT over RA. Now, yun namang x-intercept is given or is computed when we set this to 0. Okay. So, pag sinet natin to sa 0 at sinolve natin yung omega m, that gives you the no load speed. Okay. So, obviously, ang omega m niyo, okay, ang omega m niyo would be given as no load speed niyo is given as 200 over 8. Tama? Okay, so that will be 200 over 8. Now, kung 200 over 8 niyan, we can compute now for KB as EA divided by the no load speed, or this is 100, okay, times 8 divided by 200. Kasi dapat 200 over 8 siya dito sa denominator eh. Okay, so since nasa denominator siya, complex fraction siya sa denominator, pwede kong iangat yung numerator niya. Okay, so you would now have, so this should give you ito 2 ito eh, 1 half ito, so 8 divided by 2 value 4. So value 4 Newton 4 volt second per region. Okay, volt second per region. Okay, so that would be your electrical constant. Okay, in terms naman ng mechanical constants, okay, yung Jm natin, okay, is basically 1, okay, ito, 1, okay, plus 400 times 25 over 100 is 4. Tapos squared. So, 1 over 16 times 20 divided by 100 is 1 over 5. Squared is 1 over 25. Okay. So, bali, ano yan? Pag kinompute nyo to, magiging 1 to eh. Kasi 16 times 25 is basically 400. So, 400 divided by 400, that's 1 plus 1. Bali, magiging 2 kilogram meter square. That is your km. Okay. While your dm is basically 5. Okay. 5. Okay. So, yung 5 na yun, given yan as, as yung DA. Itong 1 din given to as JA. Ito as DA. Okay. So, plus, ang, ano nyo dito, ang DL nyo dito ay is 800. Okay. Times, 25 over 100, that's 1/4 squared, so 116. Okay, tapos 1 over 25. That is for 20 over 100 squared. So, that's 1 over 25. Okay, so paki-check na lang dun sa, dun sa given natin. Okay. So, ngayon, kung ito ay 400, 800 divided by 400 is 2 plus 5. So, that should give your PM to be 7 Newton meter second per check. So, ito ngayon yung mga electrical constants nyo. Okay? Now, substitute natin siya ngayon dun sa given na yung general transfer function natin, which is this one. Okay. Substitute natin siya dun. So, we will have theta n s over EAS, okay, equal sa KT over RA, which is 2. So, this is 2 times 1 over JM, so that's 1/2. Okay, divided by S times S plus 1 over JM. We have 1 over JM here, so 1/2. Ito. Then, times dm. dm is 7. Yan. So dm is 7 plus KT over RA. Ito, 2. So, 2 times KB. KB is 4. Okay, so this is 4. So, ayan. So, pag kinompute natin to, this is 1 over S times S plus 7 plus 8 is 15 divided by 2. So, that's 15 over 2. Okay, so yan yung transfer function natin na theta m over EA. At recall, na ang hinahanap again natin is, okay, ang hinahanap natin ay theta L. Okay, we are looking for theta L. Okay, so ngayon, hanapan natin ngayon ang relationship itong si theta L at saka si ito, si theta M. Andito yung theta M. Okay. So, hanapan natin ang relationship si theta M at saka si theta L. Okay. So, from there, so theta M over theta L. So, dalawa kasi yung dadaanan nila. Si theta L, tatalo na dito. Okay. So, again, kung inversely proportional to, yung hindi niya katapat yung bali ito, yung nandito is yung hindi niya katapat. Okay. So, since this would be 100 over 25. Okay. Tapos pagtalon naman niya dito, this is times 100 over 20. Okay. So, ayan. Mas madali nyo rin makukuha to kung maglalagay rin kayo ng ng kunwaring theta dito, for example. Okay. Tapos kunin nyo muna, for example, theta m over theta. Okay. So, theta m over theta. Bali, so ito yung theta, no? So, this is, ang hindi katapat ng theta m is 100. Tapos yung hindi katapat ng theta is 20. Okay. Tapos, meron kayong theta over theta L. So, yung hindi katapat ng theta is 100. Tapos, yung hindi katapat ng theta L is 25. Tapos, multiply nyo to. Okay. Ito. Multiply nyo to. So, pag multiply nyo to, ang may iwan dyan is theta M over theta L. Okay. So, ito siya. Tapos, multiply din to. So, ito nga yung magiging product. So, basically, lalabas dyan, this is 5 times 4. This is 20. Okay, 5 to 4 to Tapos pa 5. So, 4 times 5, 20. Okay, so we now have the relationship. Theta M equals 20 theta L. Okay, so from there, itong si 20, theta L, ipapalit natin dito. Okay, ito, ipapalit natin dito. So, we will have 20 theta L S over EA S equals 1 over S times S plus 15 over 2. Okay, and then dividing everything by 20 para maiwan natin ito. We now have your transfer function GS, which is theta L S over EAS as 1 over 20 divided by S times S plus 15 over 2. So, ito yung transfer function na hinahanap natin. Okay. Ito yung transfer function na hinahanap natin. Okay. So, that ends yung ano natin. That ends yung chapter 2 natin in terms of system modeling. Okay. So, dito na-model natin yung na-model natin yung ating electrical networks, then na-model natin yung mechanical network, mechanical systems. Then meron tayong electromechanical systems to end the topic. Okay. So, actually, may kasunod, yung modeling, yung step 4, kung maalala nyo, may kasunod dyan na step 5, which is to reduce the system. Okay. Pero lalaktawan muna natin yun. Okay, yung step 5. Gagawin muna natin, sa susunod na chapter, we will analyze muna. Okay, and some kind of design. Okay, so may konting design na rin. Okay, pero mag-analyze muna tayo ng time response for our next chapter. Okay. So,